What is up, man franchise? It has been too long. That Monday Night Football intro always gets me hyped. Always gets me ready to talk football. Always gets me ready to talk Madden franchise, the best out there. Um, I wanted to do a lot more of these. Naturally, didn't work out that way. Got life, in the way. Stuff happens. Plus, me and Big John kind of try to do these things as a tag team, and our schedules don't always line up. So, my apologies, but here we are. A Madden franchise playoff preview show of sorts. Got not much to cover, just a few things. John hasn't called in yet, so we're just gonna run through some things. Also got another special guest that wants to call in. Still waiting on him. So until then, without further ado, let's jump into these playoff predictions. Unfortunately, EA is down right now, so I can't look at the standings, which really put a damper on my plans. But it looks like, for the most part, I think the populace was pretty on point, with at least who our division winners were. In the NFC East, by a small margin, looks like Bama led the vote. Bama won the division. Congrats, man franchise. Got that one right. And even had Vader in second. And he's probably going to win the wild card, so technically probably got two right. NFC South, Haas and the Bucks. So 2 for 2. And the NFC North, man franchise picked the Packers. Dez, also correct, 3 for 3. So it kind of looks like we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It looks like we know who is who. Like Denny Green said, they are who we thought they were. That's kind of the situation we're looking at here, man franchise.
Blog Talk Radio.
What is up, man franchise? It has been too long. That Monday Night Football intro always gets me hyped. Always gets me ready to talk football. Always gets me ready to talk man franchise, the best out there. Um, I wanted to do a lot more of these. Naturally, didn't work out that way. Got life, in the way. Stuff happens. Plus, me and Big John kind of try to do these things as a tag team, and our schedules don't always line up. So, my apologies, but here we are. A man franchise playoff preview show of sorts. Got not much to cover, just a few things.
I knew that was gonna happen.
John hasn't called in yet, so we're just gonna run through some things. I also got another special guest that wants to call in. Still waiting on him. So until then, without further ado, let's jump into these playoff predictions.
Come on, bro.
Unfortunately, EA is down right now, so I can't look at the standings, which really put a damper on my plans. But it looks like, for the most part, I think the populace was pretty on point, with at least who our division winners were. In the NFC East, by a small margin, looks like Bama led the vote. Bama won the division. Congrats, man franchise. Got that one right. And even had Bader in second. And he's probably going to win the wild card, so technically probably got two right. NFC South, Hess and the Bucks. So 2 for 2. And the NFC North, man franchise picked the Packers. Dez also correct. 3 for 3. So it kind of looks like we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It looks like we know who is who. Like Denny Green said, they are who we thought they were. That's kind of the situation we're looking at here. Man franchise. NFC West. This one was kind of a toss-up. Woods led the vote in the NFC West, with John as a close second. Mesco was actually third at votes, but clearly he was the winner this season, and with not really the best roster. So big ups to Mesco. Congrats on the division championship out there in the West. AFC West. This was a tough one, but the majority voted South, and he won. I think he has 2 losses. So, South being South. AFC East. Man franchise jumped on the J Mole bandwagon, and that's kind of up in the air right now. I swept Kyle. Kyle and me have the same record. I swept him. So I have all the tiebreakers, but we actually still have the same record. So it still comes down to that Week 17 game, which based on EA servers, I don't know if those are even going to be played. Everybody had faith in me. Had faith in your boy, and I came through. My special guest is trying to ask me how to get in the queue. So I'm trying to tell him what buttons he needs to push. AFC South. I think NYT led the vote. No, Lou. Yeah, sorry. It was Lou. NYT was second. Lou led the vote, and he won. So we got that one right. And last but not least, AFC North. I believe we also got this one correct. Mr. Hickey Gramazin with a runaway, 16 votes. And yes, he definitely won the division. Without further ado, those are the Madden franchise predictions on the website. I'm going to bring in someone who can publicize his own predictions, and we'll let him speak on how he feels he did. I believe this is Lou.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Lou! I just called you. I heard you was just talking about the predictions and who actually won.
And I got to run away from my wife and child.
What everybody voted on the website and how it compared to how it played out. It looks like, for the most part, we got them all right, except for one, which was the NFC West, and nobody really knew who was going to win that division, and Mesco won it. That was the only one that we got wrong. For the most part, everybody else was spot on.
Yeah, I voted for Woods. I thought Woods with the Seahawks, I thought he was going to pull it out, but Mesco came out of nowhere, and I mean, he played good. Got to give it up to him. That's a good look, playing with the Rams and making them look all right.
Yeah, he didn't do bad. I mean, he surprised me. He won some games I didn't think he was going to win, and I think he did decent in the division, and that's really what made the difference. Those division games
it was
really
crazy, though, because Woods said he went 5-1 in the division. So, really, he did all right, but he couldn't beat nobody outside the division, which is crazy.
Which is hard to win with that team, man. I know the Seahawks are highly touted, but I have them in another league, and that offensive line is so terrible. It's hard to win with them. But
yeah,
I mean, it's a tough division, but it looks like almost all the teams are set now. I think if not set already, just a matter of seeding. But we got some interesting matchups in the first round. The way it looks right now, I think you and I both are going to be playing in the wild card round in the AFC. I think I'm going to end up playing Kyle for the third time. And then I think you get matched up with Dan in the first round. So, I mean, ain't nothing in the AFC. It don't matter if you play wild card or get a bye or nothing. It's me, you, Kyle, Dan, South, and Graham.
And Graham, yeah.
Ain't no
easy game. No.
So,
yeah. I don't know what to say about the NFC, but I know the AFC is highly touted. All 6 teams.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna do the math in my head, but I'm sure if you count up the Super Bowls and all that between all the teams in the AFC playoffs right now, it would be like nothing compared to what the NFC teams
do
are
better.
now.
You do better doing Super Bowl appearances. Super Bowl appearances will be even crazier because South's been in like 6. I've been in like 5. You've been in whatever 4 or 5. Graham been to a couple. Who else? Dan been to like 3 or 4. He just haven't been able to win. He just haven't been able to get over the hump. So appearances, that's like 20. It's crazy. So it's tough over there.
Yep, it is tough. We're going to have to earn our keep over there. John's trying to call, man. I don't know why he's having difficulties asking about the link. But that's irrelevant. Really.
Can he call in while I'm on, or do I need to hang up?
No, I think you can bring on more than one talker at the same time. I think you can have up to 3 people all talking, but I don't know what the issue is. No, he hasn't even called in yet.
Oh, that's the issue then. Did you already talk about, well, I guess everybody knows, but just about like the XP with the speed and stuff, not being able to push speed up?
No, I think there's something John kind of wanted to get on here. I think that's the whole reason he wanted to get on here and kind of touch on the changes for next season and the rule stuff, but he's having some problems, so seeing as how we only got 20 minutes and I don't know how long it's going to take him, I'll kind of touch on a little bit of it. Basically, what we decided after looking through everything is XP for young players is so easy to get, especially when awards come into play, that a player jumping 4, 5, 6, 7 points in speed is too crazy. And in reality, after having a conversation we really decided there was a few other traits that we were talking about, like, limiting strength, maybe 1 or 2 points per season, and like jumping, things like that. Things that, guys aren't just going to shoot out the roof overnight. But what we finally decided was to just limit kind of speed and acceleration and keep that realistic. Because in reality, most guys in the NFL don't come into the league running the 4.5 and 3 years later are running the 4.4 flat. That just doesn't happen. So,
right.
In order to keep things organic, as John would say, we just decided to put a limit, a 100% limit on boost and speed and acceleration. I think the other issue to it is there might be some people who have already done this. If you have already used XP on speed on a young player prior to this announcement, remember, admin can edit players' traits. So we can kind of reallocate those points to something else. So that way you didn't waste your XP. It won't be an exact science. Because there's no way to know. If you want to move it to catching isn't going to cost the same as speed does. So we're going to have to do some, weird kind of comparison calculation there. But we're not going to let people just waste their XP and leave them hanging, since this was announced so late in the year. So rest easy. We are going to try and work with everybody, but we're going to try and keep it sim as well and not let Ezekiel Elliott hit 99 speed like he did in Graham's league, because Graham's is a cheese ball outside of this league if nobody knows that. He really is. He doesn't tell anybody that he is. I don't know the number off the top of my head. This might be John calling in. I saw a number pop up, so I'm going to hit it and see what he says.
Is it Big John? Is it?
I think so. Let's see.
I'm in here.
There he is.
I'm in there. I've been here for a little about 45 seconds. I'll just listen,
What's up,
just
man?
listen. What's up? Is that Lou? Is that Lou?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Definitely, man. Enjoy to get the second podcast. We had a break in between them. You know what I'm saying? Again, we'll have to try to, maybe in the future we'll get something more scheduled down. Situated. But hey, it's cool while we on here right now. So that's all I'm worried about. I love this. I love this shit. I love when Mullen do this. So I told him I'm gonna get in, but I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna fall back because I get long with it. So
yeah, you definitely get long with it, and luckily I was able to get 15 minutes in before you called in, so I got a lot of stuff out of the way. Because we probably still be talking about each division right now if you were in here from the beginning. But
yeah, definitely. So what I missed? I came in on the XP part. Like I said, man. To piggyback what Mullen said about it. Hey, the speed, everybody upgrading speed. You ain't getting fast. You come to the NFL, you ain't gonna be 26. And coming at 22 and then at 27, you getting fast. That just ain't happening. I couldn't deal with it. I was seeing in some of my other leagues, and everybody was just like, "Yeah, they can't wait to upgrade." Plus, it stays away from the whole point of from people, trying to automatically get their EA guy and spam. The XP is just. I always hope they, try to keep people from limit them from one to even spam. So I don't know. I would be tempted too. Yeah, let me go and get a 2,000 passing yard with my 22-year-old 68 overall bum. So I get that speed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. But that's all good. Like I said, I ain't really I don't know what else you hit on, but I know you probably got it. Everything squared away. So, I was the first seed. Let me just ask you, Lou, I was the first seed. I see you, ain't you in the playoffs? make it, of course. So I suck. But how was being a contender? Let me ask the contenders that's on here how their first season was.
Yeah, I suck. Who's that that said
I mean, mine was up and down. I started kind of rough. I started 2-2. I think it took a little bit of an adjustment period, and then you got those patches that come out, throughout the first season, and you got to do a little bit of adjustment into any way that the game changes. And it's just every team's different, man. Like some teams have strengths, other teams don't, and you just got to find what you can do with that roster that you can't in others. And like we were talking about earlier with with Woods playing in NFC West with the Seahawks, that offensive line is a handicap. Like you got to find ways to manufacture yards, without exposing yourself to that weak offensive line. And that's part of it. I'm in 3 leagues, and with each team, I got to play a little bit differently, at least on offense. On defense, a lot of it's kind of the same concept. But I feel okay. I feel like I came around towards the end of the season. Kyle was really my biggest threat in my division, and I swept him, so I feel really good about that. But I got to play him a 3rd time, and usually teams that play 3 times in one season, it doesn't turn out too well. So I'm crossing my fingers. We'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, true. But
before you got on the call, we was talking a little bit just about the divisions and stuff. You said what you missed. Rash said he was going to win this division. I don't know why he said that. I could have easily said that in my predictions, but I kept away from that. I stayed humble. Took that approach. You know what I'm saying? We came out on top, so it's all good. I don't know why he said that again, but hey, bro, it's all good. We did our thing. Jags came up, and we won it.
All right, about that now, the division predictions and all that. Does everybody kind of feel like the season went kind of how it's expected? Did you have any surprise people that was giving you a harder time than what you thought? Because, we don't play with each other enough that at the end of the day, you kind of know how the player is, and therefore with the team, like Mother said, with the team strengths, you kind of try to predict, Like I could have predicted
Well, we predicted, your division, Mesco was a surprise because I thought Woods was going to pull that out, but Mesco came through. So just so far, from looking, I don't know who I played that was like a surprise, like, oh, you better than I thought. But from the division predictions, I picked Woods and Mesco. Well, I take that back. I know Cog was good, but he went like 14-2 or something crazy, and I had Vader winning that division. So
yeah.
That wasn't really a surprise, but I didn't expect him to go 14-2 with the Eagles. He did his thing.
I figured his talent would be enough to win the division, but going 14-2 with the Eagles, when that defense is outside of the defensive line, that defense is kind of a mess. You got no corners at all, and the offense is kind of iffy. So yeah, going 14-2 with that Eagles team is a little bit of a surprise. This wasn't a playoff team, but I played Leon, and I looked at a lot of his scores, and he played a lot of close games. He played better than he has in the past. And to be honest, I think he's changed his game a little bit. I used to be able to play him and basically just put 10 out of my 11 people in the box because he's going to run it on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. And he came out throwing a lot, and it surprised me. It caught me off guard the first couple quarters, and he kept with me until finally he turned the ball over a couple times, and I pulled away. But he played a lot differently than what I'm used to. So big ups to Leon. He's evolving his game to try and compete a little bit more. So.
Also, shout out to Tab for making the playoffs. Because I know that's my boy. He's been missing a little bit, but he came on this season, and he came through with some big wins, and he made the playoffs, bro. So shout out to Tab.
Yeah, I think Tab was telling me the other day, I overlooked it, but Tab said this is his first time making the playoffs in man franchise. So
see?
I was surprised.
See? So, hey, that's
going to come up,
that's
man.
what's up, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
I
what's
played
up,
him. I played him. He beat me I played him, and it was a pretty good game. You know what I'm saying? He was able to get the ball. The difference was Julio, which, you know what I'm saying? Again, I like those games. I like those games when I can say that, okay, the difference is what it's supposed to be. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? That's, of course, first and foremost. You know, second, if you got somebody that's good enough that can keep you just so much off your toes that you're like, oh, goodness, I don't know what the hell he's doing. That's fine, too. But definitely like the people that can keep, you know what I'm saying, keep you, they use these players the way it's supposed to be done. They make sure they get the ball to them and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, when he beat me, I was saying that. I felt like, okay, that was pretty good.
Well, apparently, Woods has advanced PA servers and everything really's been acting up today. Woods is advanced, so I'm gonna try and jump on that and start real fast. I'm in the process. I'm gonna, you know, try to announce the playoff matchup. Kind of touch on the playoff. We got about 7.5 minutes though, so it should leave us enough time to kind of jump into these real fast before we run out of time.
Oh, and good to have Has back. I know he's been gone for a little second, but he all right, he back, he's straight, so that's good too. I was worried about that boy.
Yeah, definitely. You know, when you know what I'm saying, we on this game, we don't know each other, don't never see each other, but after a while, you know what I'm saying, we play a couple times, kind of like, you know, low-key worried, like, hey, what's going on? He ain't said nothing, you know, there's nobody contact. So, you know what I'm saying, it's a little different than the guy that's been there in the league a year, and he just disappeared out the chat and everything. You know what I'm saying? So that is good that he's back, you know what I'm saying, and we'll be able to get the game again.
So as far as the NFC go, I expect it to be him and what's my boy name? Dez in the NFC Championship. That's who I got.
I played Dez early on, and I stayed with him, and he got some breaks. Ooh, boy, I was like, oh, Lord, have mercy.
Yeah, I knew Dez was his favorite team. Dez Packers is a problem. I played him in other leagues. When he got the Packers, he never plays bad. So I'm looking at the wild card schedule right now. It plays out pretty similar to what I thought. I got Kyle for the third time. It looks like a few division games. Vader and KOG played for the second time in 2 weeks because they just played. Vader beat them by 2 points to get into the playoffs. Now they got to play again.
Who's that? Who Vader got to play?
Vader plays KOG.
Oh, okay.
Lou has got Dan in the first round. And then Mesco and Tab play for the other NFC game. So these are 4 wild card matchups.
So who won the division?
And Tab played in the regular season too. Oh, go ahead, John. What was you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, who won the division? Who got the 5?
Eagles won his division. I won mine because we're playing whole games. Lou won his. And Mesco obviously won yours. The 2 buys are South and Rams in the AFC. And then
Graham got it.
Yeah. In the NFC, it's Dez and I'm not actually looking at it. I'm just kind of figuring it in my head. Half. Even though Half missed the last 3 games of his in this league, he still ended up getting the buy. So.
Now, was he undefeated? Goddamn.
No, I think Half was like 11-2, 11-3, or something like that when he started missing games and disappeared for a little while. So, I mean, he had enough of a cushion where he was going to win his division anyway. But the fact that he still got a buy is kind of surprising. But, you know, he put in his work early in the season. So
Bro.
Yeah, again, you know, the playoffs sound like some definitely good matchups off the top of my head. I don't have You know what I'm saying? Any way I'm leaning on it, like Dan and Lou one gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough first round.
That's gonna be
Like,
and that sounds more like an AFC championship then.
well,
That's man. Every game in the AFC, every game in the AFC is like that, man. It's crazy.
Every team in the AFC has 11 wins or more. So like every team in here could legitimately be the AFC champs. No game is gonna be easy.
But we not holding our own in the NFC.
The NFC kind of top heavy with Dez and Haas, I think, and Cog right there. So that's 3, and then maybe Tav could pull an upset in there or something. But yeah.
Yeah, anything's possible when you got Julio out there. Like John was saying, when you got a go-to guy you can go to, all you gotta do is hang close. Just stay close enough within strike distance.
Especially before the EA guys come in. I'm telling you, before the EA guys come in, that first year is crucial. That first year, you can see some upsets, man. I'm telling you, man. Julio, I played him. We were same kind of close. And then Julio, you know, what's Julio? You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn. Man, I'm one of them cats that I don't care. I got to do a couple man one-on-one, no safety help. Because I feel like you deserve a couple of those shots.
We got about 2 minutes left, so here's what we're going to do before we run out of time and I do our little sign-off. We got to have Super Bowl predictions from all 3 of us. So I'll go first. I'm not going to pick myself just because that creates a lot of bad karma. And I was 16-0 in my other league and only won 1 playoff game. So I ain't going to create any more bad karma that I already don't have. I'm going to go with South just because that's the only game that I played where I really felt like he just outplayed me. Like his team was just better than mine and there was nothing I could do about it. So I'm going to go South in the AFC. But yeah, I know I'm going way out on the limb here. I'm going to go South and KOG in the Super Bowl with South winning.
But that, I mean, I can't. I'll just be picking different just to be picking different, man. I'll have to go South and him as well off the top of my head, man. Just I don't see the NFC, man. They top heavy, so they do what they're supposed to do. They shouldn't get beat. Who Carl got first? Oh, he's 5 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. South and Carl.
I got in the NFC. I got Dez in the NFC, and in the AFC, forget it, bro. I got Lou.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're a big
no more being humble. It's playoff time. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's real.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah, it's real. Hey, it's real season time. I gotta respect it, dog.
Yeah, let's go, man.
All right, well, we're about to run out of time. It was great having y'all on. Madden Franchise Podcast, trying to keep it organic. We'll try and do another one of these as soon as we can. But in the meantime, everybody enjoy playing your games, follow the rules, and we'll see you when we see you.
No speed increases.
It's crazy, bro. Oh, I tried. Wow. Wishing that I would do. Yeah.
Life is funny, ain't it? Somehow I don't think this was my parents' dream for me.
Yeah, Lord, I ain't your best son. I ain't been to church in a while, but on that liquor I confess some. I missed a couple blessings, wasn't ready, I was counting money. But I swear I'll catch the next one. I did some dirt to be the fresh one. I lost some friends over ends, but I guess that's what I get, huh? Chasing dreams that I could barely see, shooting for the stars, when it's something I could never be. Maybe all the flash wasn't meant for me. Maybe I'm too real for this industry. I sit alone in this four-corner room, writing about life and how it goes too soon. Pimping these broads, fast cars and jewels, all in the blink of an eye. I could lose. It's all good, love and pain. Some things I just can't change. Just can't change. I can't keep worrying about the things in my life I can't change. Dear Lord, give me the strength to fight the evil in this game. Ooh, I close my eyes and get down on my knees. Pray to the heavens, protect my family. If I leave, that's good enough. My girl think I'm no good, and she should. I ain't done much to make her think different. Late night checking chicks really wasn't effortless. I'm erasing messages so she ain't caught me slipping. I never really knew how much I loved her till she dipped in. Decided she ain't scared of blind tigers and bears, but she's scared to be in love with me. Out of fear that I'll sleep with every broad on the road I see. Probably so dope, I ride solo, on a mission for some more dope. Ball hard to ease my mind, tried to call in, she picked up. Said she really can't talk, it ain't over, but she needs some time. Now I'm in limbo, it ain't simple, yeah I feel her. Say she got a friend and word is she really dig him. I'm dealing with the pain, I lost her and I know it. I'm praying for the strength not to show it, seems hopeless. I can't keep worrying about the things in my life I can't change. Dear Lord, give me the strength to fight the evil in this game. Ooh, I close my eyes and get down on my knees. Pray to the heavens, protect my family. If I leave, that's good enough. I was just waiting on this moment in my grandmama kitchen. The artist from Mississippi, like who would care to listen? I'm southernized, countrified, no doubt. I hustle hard, my slang raw, so what now? Get it in by any means, I said. Having dreams of the cream, for such things I bled. Sweat and tears, potent droll with beers. Liquor helps me think, but I paid toll in years. Women galore, some were whores, they never feel the void. All I wanted was more. The company up under me was shady. Childhood friends turned enemies, they hating. A lot of folk that made it to hell, I know they waiting for me to fall off and burn if I'm forsaken. We workers of inequity, Lord, we knew better. It's hard to be broken, do better. Father, forgive me. I can't keep worrying about the things in me.
You ain't shit.
Okay. Ready?
What you need the 35 of? Where's 35?
Beat this nigga. Beat this nigga.
But you knew that when you saw it on the screen. Why did you have to do math to realize you beat the person?
Because like it's rules. It's Lou, man. Got the dub. It's rules. Like 55.
What
Like
do you was broadcasting?
yeah.
Who knew?
Like let me show you.
No, I mean, I'm good. You
I'm
know,
gonna show you
I'm
real
good on
quick.
it.
It's real quick.
I'm cool on it.
Okay, so like 50,
You
like
said both are being broadcast.
55% of your points can't be in the paint. Okay, so you see this, right? Well, if you have 55%, like if I get 56, then I gotta subtract the point every time I go over 55. Okay, see what I'm saying? So that's what I was checking. So you subtract your fast break points. So I got 32 total points in the paint for real. So I gotta do 32 divided by 58, and I was right at 55.
Cute.
Pussy ass nigga, this nigga in here talking. This nigga in here talking noise, cuh. Nigga in here mad, cuh. Nigga mad, cuh. Nigga mad, cuh. Nigga mad, cuh. Nigga mad, cuh.